From potty training to basic obedience and manners, it's important to train a puppy early.
Yes, very good habits are in the works. TV Tex is already catching on fast, and his trainer, Stephanie Bennett, with Believe in Dog Training, is here with an update to tell us all how he's doing.
Thank you. Hello.
Stephanie, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Now, when is the right age to really start training a puppy? Because I think there's a lot of bad information out there maybe about
a lot of people
what
want
age?
them to just be puppies in the beginning.
Yes,
Right.
yes. I would say immediately.
Immediately?
I would say immediately, yes. We even are now going as far as trying to work with breeders so that we can work with them immediately. So as soon as they are born, because through all their stages of life, because the most important stages of development happen from when they're born up until they're about 4 months old. And after that, we start to get into adolescence at about 5 months old. So it's very important to get as much done as we can as early as possible.
So they'll start soaking up that information right away.
Yes, so we can get them socialized like crazy. One of the big issues is the vaccinations, right? Especially in Houston, we have to be very careful about vaccinations and getting them out into the world and socialized at the same time. So what we try to do is we try to help people figure out how to get them done socialized safely. Even if they don't have all of their vaccinations yet, we can get them done safely. We can get them socialized safely instead of just keeping them in the house until they're fully vaccinated. We don't need to do that.
And you mean safely because the exposure to other dogs could put a puppy like Tex at risk?
That's right. For puppy disease, right? So we want to make sure and stay clear of that. But there's lots of good places for puppy classes, lots of different things that you can do, like puppy parties and different things like that, so we can get them socialized. This guy, of course, has been socialized like crazy.
He has a million lovers here.
He does. He knows everybody and everything. And he does actually love everybody and everything, which is amazing, too.
So you're saying they should be exposed to about 100 people, which I know mine by that age, there was no way she was exposed to 100 people. I mean, for him, like you're mentioning, that's easy because he lives here at a TV news station. But how are other people supposed to do that?
Well, and that's what we try to help people with. I mean, it's a goal. I say it's a goal, you know, up until they're about 4 months old. But like I said, puppy parties, taking them to the office with you, doing as many different things as you can just to get them exposed to all different colors, shapes, sizes, all that kind of stuff. Sunglasses, hats, you know, all those things that they need to be exposed to so that they're not scared when we get them used to it.
We just saw some pictures from Tex's weekend with you. So that was part of his, puppy play date training. But you're really covering the basics right now, like potty training and nipping, which is the biting, right? That he's trying to do on your mic. Those are very common puppy issues.
Very, very common. And usually I think that when I get a call, it's, oh my God, I call it the Lassie syndrome, because it's like, oh, I have this beautiful puppy and oh my God, it's turned into a devil. It won't stop biting me and it's peeing everywhere and oh my God. So usually it's potty training and nipping in that order. But basically, potty training is real easy. Once you get it on a schedule, if you do that, if you get it on a schedule and you just make it very clear what you want from them, it's pretty easy to do. Tex stayed with me this weekend, didn't have one single accident.
He didn't?
Not one single
job,
accident.
Good job.
Really amazing. And also for the nipping, oh, thank you. It's all about redirect. So, oh yeah, here we go.
What is this?
He looks happy as a clam.
Is him. We were practicing recall, which means practicing come to me. So I had an assistant hold him, and then I would call him. So he's practicing come to me. That's you, buddy.
And are you rewarding him with treats?
Yes,
or
indeed.
Praise?
Treats. At this point, praise, lots of praise always. Lots of treats in the beginning. We will wean off treats later.
So what can he do now?
Oh, he's working on about 10 different things. You want to do something?
Yeah, let's see.
Let's do something.
So I am clicker training. Tex is my clicker, and all that is about look at him. We've been working on go to your bed. So that's oh yeah, that's so nice. Thank you so much. He already has a default sit because we've taught him that sit equals please. You can train me if good boy. You can train me if you sit. I will give you stuff. That's right, we will. So he's learned that sit means please. He knows his name. Right now we're working on the behaviors first. I don't expect him to know the English words yet. He's an ESL student, so we're teaching him some English words, but right now the behaviors. But he does know several English words. He knows his name, he knows sit, he's learning down. Hey, Tex, good boy, come on.
And you have a little treat there in your hand.
I do, and a clicker. Yes, good boy.
So what does the click do? Yeah, in conjunction with the treat.
Good. So a clicker is just feedback. So what it is when I'm asking him to do something, I click the very second he does what it is I want him to do.
Oh.
Tex, go to bed. Good doggy.
So he's associating the noise with something positive.
Click means food. Click means food. It's a bridge. It's exactly the same thing that they do with whales and dolphins, only they use a whistle. Right? So it's the exact same thing. So we're marking the exact second, taking a picture of the exact second you did the behavior, so that he goes, okay, every time my booty hits the floor, you click, I get a treat.
I get a treat. Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
It's called the bridge. Good boy.
But the clicker training, Stephanie, is only successful if that click happens when his desired behavior.
That's right. So we do a lot of lure reward training, meaning I use the treat as a lure, and then I can get him into the behavior. For instance, spin. Give me. Good boy. Spin. Good boy.
Okay, now on the other side of this coin, Stephanie, what if Tex does have an accident? What if he's displaying behaviors like, you know, having an accident or nipping? How would you counteract that behavior?
Yeah, we don't want to click there.
Yes, indeed. So for potty training, let me just get him on his bed because he's learning this. Good bed. Good boy, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. That's right, stay.
So cute.
And he's learning stay. He learns very quickly. He loves to work. So for potty training, it's a real big deal. So we use a lot of different, the crate is a very good potty training tool because it helps them hold it. And when they're in the crate, they will hold it, which means I can anticipate when you're going to go. So every time we get out of the crate, you go potty. Of course, every time you eat and drink, we go potty. Every time you have a play session, you go potty. Every time you wake up from a nap, you go potty. I set this schedule up. I also set up very specific eating schedule so that I can anticipate also when potty is going to happen. Now, if he were to have an accident in the house, good boy, buddy. If you were to have an accident in the house, the only thing I do is if I see it happening, I run over and I go, oh my God, oh no, 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 and I pick him up and I run right outside as soon as I can. The key is this. No accidents without you seeing it. Because the more he has accidents without you seeing it, the more times he thinks, well, sometimes it's okay. You have to give him feedback. And there's no punishment involved. We don't do anything that causes pain. There's no need for that.
Right.
But what we do is just feedback. So most importantly, I'm telling him what I do like. Every time we go outside, we have a potty party every single time. And then I always tell him what I don't like. Really, it's 5 to 1 is my ratio. 5 yeses to every 1 no. That's the ratio.
Well, I did all of that with my dog, and I can count on the number I can count on one hand the number of times she had an accident in the house.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good.
And we're out of time, Stephanie, but what's the hula hoop for?
Oh, well, this is one of the tricks he's learning. He's learning, of course, the basics, but everybody wants fun tricks. So he does spin. He also rolls over. Good boy. Roll. Good boy.
Oh, good job, Tex.
He rolls over.
And right now, his little joints are developing, so he can't jump really high yet, but he is starting to learn it. He actually likes it. Come over here. Jump.
Good job.
That's a good boy, bud.
I guess clapping is kind of like clicking.
And he's sad because he knows, all right, now I want my treat. Good job, Tex.
He even got a sound effect. Stephanie, thank you so much.
Very, very
and good job, little man. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he'll get
Growing
lots
up
of
way
praise.
too quickly. For more information, you can always visit believeindogtraining.com. Stephanie, thanks for taking care of our little Tex.
Thank you so much.